And a bada bing, bada boom, once again, it's Baltimore Dude right here on the mobile device. Let's do the damn thing. And what up, guys? I am back as promised to give you a post-raid report. I had told you guys that after our crew, the Destin Knights, did the raid, post the April 12th update, that we would give a report, and I am here to give said report. Now, I saw some guys that jumped in immediately after the update and did the raid, and they got a drop here and there. But for a couple of reasons, we as a crew made a decision to do the raid on Saturday, the update having been on Tuesday. And one of the reasons was we knew there was going to be a server-side hotfix, which means they would do an update on the server without download. And we also wanted to push our light up as much as we could prior to doing the raid. Now, I'll be very honest with you, during this enormous drought in Destiny, we have very meticulously been picking the parts of the raid we were doing. Like via checkpoints, we would take all three characters, do the challenge of the week on all three characters, and we would do one Oryx. And we did that one Oryx just to stay sharp at Oryx for when he was the challenge. So, knowing the server side hotfix was coming, trying to push our light, we wanted to test some theories and see how the loot had changed should we do an entire raid front to back. So we set out to do so. Number one, we noticed an immediate power difference because all of us were well above 320 and some of us pushing 335. So we noticed a difference in DPS output and damage we could take right off the bat. And number two, the loot drops right away. Right away, the loot drops were just absolutely amazing. I can tell you every single person in the crew got a substantial progression in light with every drop, and more things were dropping. The very first loot chest being at the totems, I pulled out of there, my wife and I, we pulled out a 335 Ghost and a 335 Fusion right there. We got to the War Priest, we pulled out a 335 Machine Gun and a 335 Rocket Launcher. We got to Golgoroth. Now here's where it gets interesting. He is the challenge this current week. This is where it gets incredibly interesting. We have learned that only on the challenge, and I want to make this as clear as possible, only on the challenge mode, had you not done your normal raids and you just went to hard mode and you got your normal and your hard and your challenge drops, if you was totally clean going into challenge mode, even normal loot can drop up to 335 on challenge mode. Because I can tell you, for us, we got a set of 335 boots. And now, mind you, let me just be very clear, drops are still relative to your light. We were pushing 334 in getting these 335 drops. So, at any rate, we got a 335 normal mode chess piece. Normal mode, not hard mode, not challenge mode, normal mode. 335 chess piece. Our good friend and crewmate, Young Killas, got a set of 334 legs, normal mode. And all the guys, crew-wide, got drops that were progression and light. At the Sisters, progression and light. At Oryx, progression and light. There were multiple exotics pulled out at various spots. Now, I want to touch on something with the exotics. There has been a tweak to the exotic drops that I've not heard anyone else mention, but I have seen it with my own two eyes. I have spoken with people about it, and I know it is absolute 100% fact. Barring the very first chest, and I'm talking about the chest when you jump through the portal and all you get is moldering shards and some ammo. past that point, every single chest in King's Fall has a chance to drop an exotic. I watched a dude pull the Zem Meteor out at the Golgoroth chest. So if there is a chest post a boss fight, there is a chance of you pulling an exotic out of there. So the raid has become enormously valuable again. Of course, you can push your light if you want to stick to the prisons. If you want to grind strikes, that's your thing. That's your decision. But for us, for our crew, we've decided to dabble in all of it. We have been grinding the prisons. And let me also briefly mention something about the prison. On challenge mode, even after you're done your scorecard, you can still grind the challenge mode prison. We did our scorecard, and we got all of our cipher weapons long after our scorecard was done just by grinding and farming the Challenge of Elders. We also got more cloak drops, more Titan marks, more Warlock bonds. We got more ghost drops. Just a wide variety of drops came long after the scorecard simply by farming the Challenge of the Elders. And in addition, while you're doing that, you're racking up house rep and you're rolling Varix, and he gives you packages with some pretty damn sweet loot. So I would say definitely farm the prison. The raid is worthwhile, not just at specific spots anymore, not just on challenge mode, but the raid is worthwhile from front to back now. And again, I want you guys to be aware that not everything is going to drop at 335, but it will be a progression in light. Your drops are relative to your light. It seems like there's 2 checkpoints in light. When you hit a 3 light spread, there's a chance of a higher drop. When you hit a 5 light spread, there's pretty much a guarantee of a incredibly higher light drop. So keeping all those things in mind, I would say be conscious of where your light is, push it up via the prison, definitely farm challenge mode, go back to doing your full raids, even if you can't get them all in each week, get in what you can. We have taken the approach of not choosing to push ourselves up and thrust ourselves forward via just Prison of Elders or just strikes or just the raid. We have decided that we're gonna dabble in all of them and get a piece of the pie in every kitchen, you know. And it has been working out really well for us so far. A couple of us are right on the verge of 335, and once we hit it on one character, it's going to come pretty quickly on the other characters. And I'm going to do a video with a walkthrough of all the loot we have picked up thus far. But I promised you guys a report of the raid because we had chosen to do it later in the week as opposed to those who went in 318 to 320, 316, 320 and under. And their drops were less than impressive for the most part. So we chose to do it at the end of the week when we could push our light, like I said, and the hotfix was in. And it absolutely paid off. So I strongly encourage you guys. I mean, you can even do normal mode because the challenge portion of the raid can yield a 330 up to a 335 even on normal mode. But I strongly encourage you to do hard mode. Go in clean on all fronts. Go in having not done any normals, hards, nothing. Just take a clean character and run the raid front to back. Loot wise, it is better than it's ever been. Smart loot is about 85 to 90% smart now. I mean, it actually works. Every now and then it'll take a shit, and specifically at Rahul. I notice at Rahul it tends to still take a shit, but Rahul's a dick, so you know, it's whatever. But smart loot is for the most part smart. It's finally smart, guys, and go ahead, get them raids in, keep doing what you're doing, pushing your light forward, farm them prisons, get your cipher weapons. As far as the weapons, I'll go into all that when I give you a walkthrough of what we've picked up, my opinions of the weapons. But I just wanted to give you this quick update and report on our results in the raid. And we will be raiding again tonight to do our third one. And I'm super excited about it because we'll be going in tonight at 334. So we'll be going in even higher than the last time, and there's only one progression in light to go from 334. Y'all know what that is. So that is our experience with the raid. That is my advice. Those are my tips. And don't forget about the possibility of exotics coming from every chest, excluding the very first one when you jump through the portal. So that's about all I got for now. That's the update on the raid, and that's what we're doing. So I'm going to wrap this video up, get back to grinding and doing what we do, and I'll wish you Guardians well, and I hope you find amazing loot and have a great time with your friends and continue to progress forward. I'm Baltimore Dude. Thanks for watching. Catch you next video.